This mother was unbelievably cruel. She froze her 5-year-old daughter to death on the balcony, just so she could spend time with a man. After her daughter's death, she showed no sadness. At the funeral, she even felt relieved, finally free from the burden of having a child. Now she could start a new life, marry someone else, and be happy again. But little Mary never realized her mother hated her. Mary thought her mom was kind. One afternoon after school, Mary came home hungry. With no food, she sat quietly in a corner reading a book, hoping it would distract her from her empty stomach. She even tried to breathe softly so she wouldn't bother anyone. Yet when her mother returned with her lover, the faint sound of Mary's movements woke her up. Furious, the mother grabbed an alarm clock and hurled it at Mary. The clock missed by inches. Terrified, Mary almost cried. She scrambled forward, apologizing through tears. Her mother ignored her, dragged her to the balcony, and threw her outside. Even Mary's beloved picture book, which brought her joy, was flung at her face. Mary carefully picked up the book, worried more about it than her own bleeding knees and elbows. Her mother locked the balcony door, as if severing their bond forever. Night fell, and heavy snow began to fall. Mary curled up, trembling, her teeth chattering, her tears freezing on her cheeks. She held back her sobs, afraid of angering her mother again. Suddenly, the balcony door opened. Mary's heart leapt, thinking her mom was letting her back in. But when the mother saw Mary's tears, she showed no sympathy, only disgust. With a cold sneer, she slammed the door shut again. Mary's fragile heart finally broke. In the freezing night, her consciousness faded. Still, she clung to her book, whispering the words over and over, trying to give herself warmth. Her voice grew weaker, until at last, in her final moment, Mary smiled faintly, thinking of her mother. She wished she could be with her forever. She loved her mother most of all. Then Mary closed her eyes forever. After death, Mary arrived at the Bureau of Afterlife, where victims of murder, suicide, accidents, or illness were examined to decide if they deserved heaven. The staff investigated Mary's case and concluded she had been killed. A 5-year-old child could never have committed any crime, so they decided she would go to heaven. But Mary hesitated. She felt she wasn't a good girl, always making her mom upset. In truth, her mother had abused and beaten her. Yet Mary still insisted her mother was gentle and said she wanted to be her daughter again in the next life. Hearing this, the staff couldn't hold back their tears. They didn't want to reveal the truth. Just like the picture book Mary carried, the one her mother gave her for her birthday, Mary's love for her mom never wavered. Even after all the abuse, even after being frozen to death, she still believed her mother loved her. Finally, they allowed Mary to enter heaven, gently lying that she would soon see her mom there. In reality, they only hoped Mary could be reborn and find a kind mother in her next life. Meanwhile, her cruel mother faced consequences. At kindergarten, teachers, enraged after hearing Mary always praise her mom, confronted the truth of her cruelty. Disgusted, they slapped her repeatedly. Yet the mother still insisted she had done nothing wrong. She said Mary was her daughter, and she owed her nothing. But the teachers called her a murderer. Soon, the police arrived. They arrested Mary's mother, declaring she would pay for her crimes. She showed no remorse, blaming the teachers instead. Her excuses couldn't change the truth. In the end, she was punished by the law. And little Mary, with eyes forever filled with kindness and innocence, left the world for good. Her gentleness and purity remained frozen in that cold night, leaving behind nothing but sorrow and grief.